गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन
गिरिवर
जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन भज जनरञ्जन
यमुनातीरावनचारि
यमुनातीरवनचारि
यमुनातीरावनचारि
यमुनातीरवनचारि
जय राधमाधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधमाधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधमाधव कुंज बिहारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन भज जनरञ्जन
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन भज जनरञ्जन
यमुनातीरावनचारि
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 जय राधमाधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधमाधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधमाधव कुंज बिहारी
कुंज बिहारी
श्री राधा माधव की
जय
श्री गौरनितान की
जय
जय। ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जना शलाकया चक्षुरुमिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्या मनोभीष्टां स्थापितां येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कथं मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवान् श्रीरूपान् साग्रजातम् सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखावितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिककान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दवनेश्वरी वृषभनुसुते देवी प्रणममि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च Kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hai Bra.
Everything okay?
You can start.
Hai.
Sadhana Prabhu,
Prabhu,
somebody's speaker is working, I believe.
yes, Prabhu.
Somebody's speaker is working.
Hare
Mute,
Krishna.
mute the other person.
Hare Krishna.
Now okay, bro. Somebody's speaker was working. Mute the other person, I said.
Who, Prabhu?
Terila.
Now, okay.
Now okay, clear.
Right. Sarva Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All obeisances to all assembled Vaishnavas. Dandavat Pranam. I'm happy to be here in this cloudy atmosphere of Sharjah, and however we'll try to bring some joy of Krishna consciousness. Sometimes mind is clouded by clouds of thoughts, and I'll try to speak on one of limbs of devotional service, which is kind of neglected in the present day practice of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and that is Vandanam. And unlike Shravanam and Kirtanam, in Vandanam, although we are praying using words, we actually should be silent and expect the Lord to speak through that prayer. Sometimes it is said that better to have in prayer a heart than words, than have words but not heart. So in the prayer, it's very important to listen. Although we are offering prayers, but we are actually listener. And I'll speak about the difference between the kind of religious prayers, which are generally known in the world, including Karma Kanda, and also the Gaudiya Vaishnava prayers. So Vandanam also is known as prostration or offering obeisances to the Lord. It's not different from the prayer, prarthana. And as we know, there is a Panchanga Pranam and Ashtanga Pranam. With our full body, we are trying to surrender to the Lord. Do Atma Samarpan, offer yourself to the Lord. And that service used to be practiced, and Raghunath Das Goswami, for example, used to do 1,000 pranams to deity and 2,000 to Vaishnavas a day. So I never met anyone who is doing that still. However, that used to be a practice.
Is he doing it physically or?
Physically. So sometimes people are complaining they don't have time for exercise and spiritual life, but however, this is definitely very exhausting, and body will fully be used in Krishna's service by offering obeisances. And we are fortunate that Vaishnava Acharya Haridas Das, after Lord Chaitanya, he wrote a book, Gaudiya Vaishnava Abhidhan. In that book, he explains 10 types of prayers. So I will try to read them and explain from them. And Vandana, actually all limbs of devotional service, they are kind of evolutes from each other. First, we hear about the Lord. And when we hear about the Lord, then naturally we start to sing about Him, Shravanam and then Kirtanam. When we do Kirtanam, Nama Kirtanam, Rupa Kirtanam, Guna Kirtanam, Lila Kirtanam, then we automatically after that we remember the Lord. We know the meaning of these kirtanas, and then we remember the Lord, His form, qualities, pastimes, the meaning of His name, so that automatically Smaranam should come. And we remember the Lord, however, we don't have His presence, direct presence, therefore we offer prayers that He appears in front of us. And one of wonderful appearances of the Lord is Archavigraha, Archamurti.
Yes.
No? So Archanam, when He appears, then we do Archanam. So from Vandanam to Archanam. And along with Archanam, actually we do Pada Sevanam, including different kinds of services to the Lord around the temple and creating festivals and so many things. And then we become servant of the Lord. Through Pada Sevanam, become Dasas, Dasyam. And one moment in life, we will try to develop Sakyam, friendship, because whatever is the mission of the Lord here is also our mission. Whatever is the Lord's desire is our desire as well. And finally, we'll do Atma Nivedanam, offer our full self to the Lord. My dear Lord, whatever you want, I will do. So in that way, this Navavida Bhakti is evolutes from each other, 9 leaves of devotional service. And one of them is Vandana. Along with Vandana, Smarana is also very much neglected. And Smarana can include just a reading, remembering the Rupa, Guna, and Lila of Krishna. Sometimes we come in Bhagavatam or Krishna book, the form of the Lord, and then we read about it. Oh, he has peak of feather, he is Tribhanga, he has different kinds of ornaments, different kinds of bodily features, in Nectar of Devotion. This is Smarana. We remember the Lord's features, and sometimes pastimes, Nitya Lila, daily pastimes, Naimitika Lila, occasional pastimes like Damodar Lila. It's remembering the Lord, Smarana. So it's also not so much consciously done, but unconsciously we do these things. But it's good to practice these things. And also one like that is Vandana prayers.
Nice.
So 10 types of prayers I will read and then explain them, and also we'll read some of these prayers from the book Prarthana of Narottam Das Thakur. And we can include in our daily practice one of these prayers. We already know many of these prayers. Goranga Bolite Habe, Lalar Samay Prarthana, a prayer in lamentation and grief. And then Janilo Premadana is Swaparshada Bhagavat Viraha Janita Vilapa, lamentation in separation from the associates of the Lord. And like this, there are different kinds of prayers. We'll try to explain them. And we see how they are different from ordinary prayers. First one from Gaudiya Vaishnava Abhidan is Samprarthanatmika, direct prayer glorifying the Lord. And it said we have many examples of this type of prayer in Narottam Das's Prarthana, directly glorifying Radha and Krishna. Yeah. Then Swadainya Bodhika, expressing humility and embarrassment, informing the Lord, I am very fallen. Manashiksha. Examples are Bhajahu Remana by Govinda Das or Manakshisha by Raghunath Das Goswami. And in this kind of prayer, we are instructing the mind how to act and behave, because we by intelligence take control over the mind. And it's a very specific type of prayer. It's more like a instruction. Vilapatmika, statements of supreme lamentation. Sometimes we hear that we should not lament na shochati, na kankshati, no?
Yeah, that's good.
Lament and hanker. However, this lamentation is different and expressing our lamentation that we want to be closer to Krishna. Krishna, why I'm not serving you? Why I'm not closer to you? That's Vilapatmika. Vaishnava Mahima Prakashika, the expressing the glories of Vaishnavas, revealing the greatness of Vaishnavas. And we never glorify Krishna separately from Vaishnavas or Vaishnavas separately from Krishna. So it's part of service to Krishna.
Glorify Vaishnavas.
Glorify Vaishnava. Because if the Lord is great, then Vaishnavas must be great. If Vaishnava is great, it must mean that his master is also great.
Correct.
Inseparable. Shri Guru Vaishnava Vigyapti Rupa. Statements of submission and glorification of Vaishnavas, especially of the Guru. And famous example of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Ohe Vaishnava Thakur.
Vaishnava Thakur.
Yes. Sridham Vasa Lipsatmika. Sridham Vasa means Lipsatmika, desire to reside in holy place. Vas, no? Yes. Or Mayapur, Vrindavan Dham. Vrindavan Mahimamrita is there, Navadip Shataka, and prayers like that. Then, one very interesting and very useful for us, Sadakadehe Lalasa Suchika, expressing desire to practice devotional service properly. Why I cannot overcome my anartha nivriti? Why I cannot become better devotee? Why I cannot have taste for devotional service? Wonderful. No? Then higher level is Siddha Dehi Lalasamaya. Desire to attain Siddha Deha and serve Krishna in spiritual body. So that's more relevant. There's someone who is on Bhava Bhakti, he would definitely pray like this. Akshepa Bodhika, the last one. Lamentation again. It's extreme grief and sorrow that we have fallen to this material world. Even Lord Chaitanya is saying, Patitam mam vishaye bhavam budom. I have fallen patitam mam vishaye bhavam into ocean of these vishayas, of these sense objects. And it's in grief. And why this grief? Because not just because we have fallen, but because we don't serve Krishna, we don't give him pleasure. So that's our akshepa. So we see how these prayers are little different than ordinary prayers because we don't request anything material. And Gaudiya Vaishnavas are trying to practice Shuddha Bhakti, means without karma and mishra, karma and jnana mishra. And therefore these prayers are not, we are offering in expectation only of more service. We are lamenting for more service. So it's not a kind of a request to the Lord for something, but it is a petition, appeal, supplication. My dear Lord, you already know me. I'm opening myself. I'm admitting you are all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are all-loving, unconditionally loving Supreme Personality of God. You know my heart. Now I'm admitting that I am defeated by material energy, so I am taking shelter of your lotus feet. Kindly help me to attain your service. So because the Lord is all-pervading in our prayer, it's not that we are thinking that we are praying in absence of the Lord. I'm praying and no one is there. Our Murti always hears. If we think that Murti doesn't hear, we are in Tamoguna. So we pray in the presence of the Lord because He's all-pervading. And in that way, we know that He hears us and that He is able to give us that mercy. And also, there is one inappropriate mentality in praying in Vandanam, and that is that we kind of overbeg for mercy. You know why? Because mercy is pouring this Madhurya Kadambini, the shower of nectar. Is Krishna is coming so much, and you're constantly just in the attitude of, just give me mercy. I am so fallen, and I'm most fallen, and it's still just about you. Therefore, in prayer, you need to be silent. Silent, not in a sense that you don't use words, but in sense of descent of the Lord and His mercy, called Avaroha Panta. Prayer is not Aroha Panta. By my chintana I will achieve the Lord. Vandana, Prarthana means that Lord is descending by His own sweet will. So in prayer you should do Mauna. Mauna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, among all secrets, I am silence. So if you want to know secrets of life, you need to do Mauna. And it's really good practice to practice external Mauna, but internal also. You have simple prayer. And that simple prayer is, my dear Lord, what can I do for you? How can I serve you? And the Maha Mantra means this. This contemplative mind seems more simple, but you are able to receive then so much from the within, as Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, this Jnana Dipena. He gives the torchlight of knowledge. So if you are constantly pondering on your thoughts, reflecting, then you're not able to contemplate. So reflection is very good. Chintana, we should do. In Shravana, we do Chintana. You study Bhagavad Shravan, but you should also contemplate. And it's said by psychologists that 99% of our thoughts daily are repetitive and useless. It's such a defeating thing for human form of life. We're very unintelligent. We're so much confused by our doshas, by our pranas, by gunas. We overthink. We underthink. We constantly find, some small pleasures in something which we already chew. Punashcharvita charvana. Instead of that, reflective mind, we should sometime develop a contemplative mind, that we are in peace and contemplate what Supreme Lord really wants. So that is one really good practice, and then we'll recognize that this kripa is already available. It's said one point in prayers, kripa patra. Every beggar is having a patra for a mercy. You give him whatever, diksha, no? So patra also means recipient. So each sadhaka should become a recipient of that mercy. But that doesn't mean that, you kind of constantly request and beg, and you feel like a victim. No, that's not the mood. The mood is that you become grateful that so many things I have got in life. Just this Krishna consciousness, you can't achieve this by your own efforts. So this attitude will create feeling of gratitude so much that we will not ask anything from the Lord except the service. It will create such a satisfaction. My dear Lord, you're such a maintainer, protector. You're giving me so many things that what can I do now for you? Mm-hmm. And that is Gaudiya Vaishnava prayer. You become a servant of the Lord. You are Atmaraman, you're fully satisfied. Mm-hmm. Then you come into natural position of Jiva Tattva, and then from there you progress to become a Bhakta, devotee of the Lord. So we see how these prayers are very much different from ordinary prayers, no? For this, for that, no? Lord will definitely take care of these things, but my personal attitude is that I should take care of my health. I should take care of all these things, and I should make arrangement for the Lord, not like you make arrangement for me. If there is need, we'll make a house for you, we'll make temple for you, we'll make altar for you, we'll cook for you. And for me, this is better. Of course, the Lord have a plan for us. But because he came, we call him and he comes in form of Archamurti, we should make arrangement for him. For me, that's a higher service than, oh, I see Krishna made arrangement for me, this or that. No, better is, what can I do for you? That's better attitude. So we are very much fortunate that Narottam Thakur, who spent so much time in Vrindavan, studied under Jiva Goswami, he also have taken these types of prayers and he composed book Prarthana. So just a moment to open it. Oh no, this is not the one. Yes, it's here. So in Prarthana, we have all these types of prayers which we have selected. And for our devotees who are online, you can open any edition of Prarthana. You can type online and you will get song book over there, so you can follow what I will be reading. Prarthana Narottam Das Thakur. So if you open, you will see here that you have Lalasamai, Samprarthanatmika, Dainya Bodhika, Svabhishtalalasa, Puna Svabhishtalalasa, Sadaka Dehochitalalasa, Savilapa Shivrindavan Basa Lalasa, and like this Nityananda Dishta, Gauranga Nishta. Srila Prabhupada used to be, to say a prayer, and he used to sing these songs regularly. Yeah, I have opened one on the kksongs.org.
Yes,
Okay, the same. So I was thinking to read the Glories of Vaishnavas, because Vandana, as I said, also means to offer obeisances to the Lord and Vaishnavas. So you can find section 19, Vaishnava Mahima. So instead of singing, I'll try to just recite them and read the translation, and in the prayerful mood, we'll try to address the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are of different kinds. Those who are Siddha Bhaktas and Sadhaka Bhaktas. So we offer obeisances to Sadhaka Bhaktas and Siddha Bhaktas both. So as I said, that Prarthana should be done in silence. So let us try to more contemplate than be swayed by music and instruments. Sometimes we are so much into secondary aspects of kirtan that we forget the essence, and that is to understand the meaning of these prayers. So I'll start reading. However, I'll start reading on. Takura Vaishnava Pada Abanira Shampada Shunobai Hoya Ekamona Ashraloya Boji Tore Krishna Nohi Toji Arashaba More Akarana. Oh brother, please hear my words with rapt attention. The lotus feet of the Vaishnavas are the most valuable treasure of this world. These Vaishnavas continually take shelter of Lord Krishna and worship him. They never abandon their Lord. They are liberated. They are free from the cycle of birth and death. Text 2. Vaishnava Charana Jala Prema Bhakti Dite Bol Ora Keho Nahi Bolavanta Vaishnava Charana Renu Mastake Bhushana Binu Orana Nahi Bhushanera Anta. The water that has washed the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas bestows devotional service in pure love of God. Nothing else is as effective for attaining this divine love. I place dust from the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas upon my head. I wear no other ornament. তীর্থজলা পবিত্র কুনে লিখিয়াছে পুরাণে শেষব ভক্তির প্রবঞ্চনা বৈষ্ণবেরা পদোদাকা সমনাহি এই সবা যত হই বঞ্চিত পুরাণম The purifying water of the water, the purifying power of the waters at the various holy places of pilgrimage is described in the Puranas. Although this is something of a deceptive trick, actually there is anything as purifying as the water that has washed the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. This water fulfills all desires. Text 4. Vaishnava Sangete Mana Anandita Anukana Shada Hoi Krishna Parasanga Dino Naratama Kande Hiya Doirya Nahi Bande Moradasha Hino Hoila Bang. Moment after moment, my mind finds pleasure in the association of the Vaishnavas. I always seek out the company of those who are devoted to Lord Krishna. Poor-hearted Narottam Das breaks down and cries, "How has this fallen condition come upon me?" Vaishnava Mahima Ki Jai. So we see wonderful attitude of Acharya. In the end, he have given a poetic signature. He have stated his name, Narottam Das, so we know that he's the author. He glorifies the Vaishnavas as a most valuable treasure of this world. Their lotus, the water from their lotus feet is more pure than water in any tirthas. It's a wonderful prayer, Vaishnava Mahima. And depending on time, Prabhu, you will tell me. I'm planning to read one more, and then maybe we can have some question and answer. Just a moment. All of them are wonderful, and I recommend everyone to daily read one.
Very well.
I do that. I daily read this one. I used to do Prema Bhakti Chandrika, same on Narottam Das Thakur, where he is very nicely summarizing our teachings, but this one is a different mood in praying. I'm just looking which one would be very suitable for. I mean, all of them are suitable. Okay, maybe we can do this one. This is Sadaka de Hochita Lalasa, and it is text 8, the section 8, Sadaka de Hochita Lalasa. Hari Hari, Kobe Mora Hoibe Sudina, Bajibo Shirada Krishna Hoya Prema Dina. When will I directly worship Shri Radha and Krishna? When will I become overwhelmed with love for the divine couple? O Lord Hari, when will that auspicious day be mine? Sujontro Mishaya Gabo Shumaduratana, Anande Koribo Donara Rupa Gunagana. When, accompanying myself on a musical instrument, will I happily sing sweet songs describing the beautiful forms and qualities of the divine couple? Text 3. Radhika Govinda Boli Kandi Bouche Shore Bijibe Shakala Anga Noyanera Nire. When will I loudly call out, O Radhika, O Govinda, the tears from my eyes wetting my entire body? Obviously, he prays for Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Text 4. Ei bara korona koro rupo shanatana Ragunata dasha mora shi jiva jibana. O Srila Rupa Goswami, O Srila Sanatana Goswami, O Srila Raghunadas Goswami, O Srila Jiva Goswami, my life and soul, please be merciful to me this one time. Text 5. এই বড় করুণা করো ললিতা বিশ্বক সক্ষ ভাবে মোর প্রভু সুবল দিশ্বক O Lalita Vishaka, O Sridham, O Subal, and other friends of Lord Krishna, please be merciful to me this one time. Text 6. Shabe mili korodoya puruk mora asha prarthana koroye shada narotama dasha. All of you, please be merciful to me and fulfill my desire. This is the constant prayer of Narottama Das.
Jai.
Narottam Das Thakur ki
Jai.
jai. So I inspire everyone to read one like this today, every day, and you can read them even before chanting. It brings you a really nice mood. That we are not trying to achieve the holy name, but the holy name descends, Golokera, Premadana, Harinama Sankirtana, and the holy name dances on our tongue. So without his sweet will, how we can attract him also? Because we know that he is Swarat, transcendental autocrat, so we need to allow him to do as he likes. So that's the real prayer.
So there's a different mood of prayer.
Yes.
So what you say is different mood of prayer. While we are thinking always that you want to achieve the Lord, so please, Lordship. Now with it in a humble way, what I can serve you, Lordship.
Right.
Allow me to serve you.
Exactly.
Allow me to serve you. So this is the mood to have it.
Exactly.
Yes. Nice.
So should we ask some
Any
questions?
questions?
They can hear you, I think.
Oh,
They can hear you here. Where is mic?
mic is there. Mic, of course, mic. Hare Krishna, anybody have any doubt? Hare Krishna?
We can hear, Prabhu. We are able to hear.
Any doubts?
Any doubts?
Swastik Prabhu?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೋ ನಲ್ಲ
I just want to hear who will make commitment to offer 2,000 obeisances to deities every day and 1,000 to Vaishnavas.
Total 3,000.
Total 3,000.
Is
Is there anyone that break?
Vaishnavas. First, you have to see first 1,000 Vaishnavas. Then sitting in Vrindavan, everybody is Vaishnava.
Right.
Here,
Offer once to everyone.
everyone.
Easy, no? To all Gaudias, we offer it once.
Yeah. Manasika,
But at least we can do
Manasika
10
we can do.
times.
Manasika we can do.
Prabhu. Do you have any question, Prabhu's, Mataji's? All right, then I wish you best practice of prarthana. And if we have time, maybe, I don't know what's the schedule for tomorrow, we can speak about Smarana also.
Oh, nice.
Smarana is very good before
nice.
Japa. Just now in Avatari Desh, we did Japa Vidhi. In Kanai Desh also, it takes 3-4 days. It's really, really nice day from Hari Bhakti Vilas, traditional way of doing Japa with many, many instructions.
Oh, really?
How to prepare the mind and so many things.
If the rain continues, Sunday we can have this.
Whole day.
Yeah, Sunday we have morning session is there. Afternoon we have a prasadam. After that we can have this also.
evening also let us know.
Yeah, if he's already having a schedule actually. If schedule is cancelled,